Hello everyone and welcome back to another Modpack video. This is a Modpack video based around all of the Mod 8. A Modpack that I didn't cover for a while because it has a bunch of mods that I'm unfamiliar with, and I'm probably still going to explain a lot of this very poorly, but without further ado, let's get right into it. And ooh, I actually accidentally hit the chunk button. Ah yes, more overlays. So let's set that to like F6. And while I'm here, we might as well take a look at the controls, because the controls tells you a whole lot about what mods are in here. So we actually have mods such as Advanced Peripherals, Applied Energistics 2, Ars Nova, Building Gadgets, Building Tools, Configured, Corral, Tombstone, Crafting Tweaks, Create, Curio, Elemental Craft, Entity Culling, Evil Craft, FTP Quest. There are actually quests. You have the Finding mod, Framed Blocks, Immersive Engineering, Integrated Dynamics, Integrated Terminals, Iris, Iron Jetpacks, Just Enough Items, of course. That is in almost every mod pack. Journey Maps, that's the Minimap mod. Mahosa Tsusuke, another Magic mod. Mechanism, Mining Gadgets, Modular Routers, Occultism, sure. Pneumatic Craft, Quark Inventory, Quark Mist, RF Tools, Refined Storage Add-ons, Reliquary, Security Craft, Shrink, Silent Gear, Simple Magnets, Small Ships, Sophisticated Backpacks, Sophisticated Storage, Spirit, Structurize, Supplements, the One Probe, Tool Belt, Trash Slot, and Universal Grid. As all the mods usually is, it's just a bunch of different mods combined into one. You have a mixture of, mechanical mods, electrical mods, and a whole bunch of magic mods to go with it as well. I stumbled upon this. I actually spawned in here, and this is a abandoned mine colony. So let's actually go into here, and if you go into the town hall, you can actually create a new colony just like that. This is now my new colony, I guess. And you can see on the map as well the radius of the colony and how far it expanded. So like this is the border, like right here. The first settler has arrived at my colony, Michelle Z Barefoot. So she'll just be here, and yeah, you can do a whole lot of stuff regarding mine colonies in this mod pack. But for now, let's go over and let's go to the biomes of this mod pack. So surprisingly or unsurprisingly, there's truly only one huge noticeable mod regarding the biomes, and that is the All The Biomes You'll Go, which adds in a bunch of different things here and there, such as the new beach biomes, which actually adds in palm trees and all that stuff, along with, massive, amazing biomes that you'll find all around the world. But yeah, it adds in a whole bunch of stuff, and you even have things like Ars Nova's trees, along with Croptopia, like different Croptopia trees here and there, that gives you apples and a bunch of different fruits. So this is an orange tree right here, that's an apple tree. So yeah, and also the cave biomes, that has, the quark crystal caves and a bunch of different stones from the Create mod. And in general, there's just a whole lot of stuff that's regarding, the biomes, just from a couple of biome related mods. Alright, so let's go over these structures. Repurpose structures are in here, and I don't know if repurpose structures does this. I don't think repurpose structures edits the villages this much. However, I do know that there's dungeon crawl, and along with when dungeons arise. This is a dungeons arise dungeon, and it has a whole bunch of different mobs and baddies to find. Some of them are custom made using the vanilla mobs, and they tweak some things here and there, like increase the phantom size, make them like people like phantom riders or something like that. I don't know. But there's also these structures from the Evil Craft, so there's that as well. I don't know much about Evil Craft to give you an insight on what that does. However, I believe it's a magic mod themed around the idea of, there's also Dungeon Crawl. This is a dungeon crawl dungeon, and yeah, there's just a bunch of different structures and things to explore on the world. With repurposed structures, it guarantees that there's going to be something in almost every biome. So yeah. Alright, let's go over the mob. To my surprise, there's actually not that many mobs. However, there are bees. There are new different bees that you can find, and I don't know, you can mess around with the different kinds of bees. There's this green carpenter bee. I don't know much about the bees. However, I do know that some guy named Shin, you may know him from the Yogs cast, but he did a series regarding the bees, so you can go check him out to learn more about the bee stuff. Cause yeah, he did his entire series around bee stuff, all the bees he called the series. Anyways, you also have the naturalist mod, which adds in different little things here and there, like birds, and Quark changes the models of like the vanilla animals to make them more diverse. So you have a black chicken, a brown chicken. There's also different kinds of cows, sheep, pig. So there's that too. And there's also a creeper overhaul. So there's actually creepers that blend in with their environment more. So a desert creeper, guess what? It would be a sandy looking dude. Snow creepers, I believe, are white. Plains creepers are like a deep green. Then the creepers that spawn in the caves, they're the same. So here's that creeper. I don't know if they have like a different movement. They do have a slightly different movement, as you can see. And while I'm down here, I might as well just briefly go over the ores. All the ores is a unique mod that is specifically unique to, I believe, all the mobs. That is specifically unique to all the mods because they have just their own separate mod to contain all of the ores, and they're just spread around throughout the caves, and it is a lot of ores within this mod pack just because they grouped it all into one mod. Alright, to my knowledge, there's only two dimensions. It's the Twilight Forest and the Blue Skies dimension. And I went over the Twilight Forest one before, but to those that don't know what the Twilight Forest is, it's a dimension where if you make this pattern into the ground, so we got this, make sure it's grass blocks all around so that you can plant in any kind of like, I guess, tree or flower, or you could have like, for example, to surround it with like flowers and all that stuff, get a diamond. And there we go. I'm a bit sick, so I probably explained that very poorly. That's on me. It's hard for me to say certain things without me like just absolutely stuttering because I just but yeah, now we're in the Twilight Forest. So this is actually a dungeon from this different biome. However, the way that Twilight Forest works is that you actually need to face a different arrangement of bosses before you can go to that area. So basically, it's the Naga. You have to face the Naga, and then you have to face the Lich, and then you have to face the Mushroom, the Minnow Shroom, sorry, and then you have to face the Hydra, then that dungeon over there, the Goblins or whatever, and then the Urghast, the Alpha Yeti, and the Snow Queen, and then once that's done, you go to the I guess final castle area. There's like a bunch of different like giants in the sky, and then once you go to the giants in the sky, you get their pickaxe, you go down to the orcs and then get the stuff needed to go through the final castle, and that's basically it. And also, here's the Naga, if you guys were curious. I think they changed the model just slightly over the years. He has like a little tongue, and like the texture on it looks a little more clean and pristine. It actually has ears, believe it or not. And yeah, this thing's breaking a lot of this. What is this? Nightshade. Ooh, pretty, but also poisonous. Alright, so for the Blue Skies dimension, you need to find a villager, like a gatekeeper villager or something like that, and you trade emeralds for a zeal lighter, and he also has a portal in his own house. So the houses look like this. It's a little quaint little thing, as you can see. It has maple. This is the maple wood, and you find little Ventium ingots in his little chest. So this guy has a ever bright dimension portal. So let's light it up, and here we are. we're in the ocean. So there's bosses and there's guys to find in here. I don't know much about the bosses themselves, although I do know that they are in big temples. So yeah, this is the Everbright dimension. Whoa, those are some big cows. They're like buffaloes, but as zoophalos. Ooh, overall, very, very pretty dimension. It's contrast to the Ever Dawn. This one's blue, bright, pretty. The Everdawn is a little bit more on the scary, gloom, dark, type. It's also purple, the other dimension. I forgot if you can get the lunar stone within mines and all that stuff, and we're going into this thing. So yeah, it's very dark, scary, purple dimension. The water's disgusting. Look at this water, and it's very just it's still kind of pretty to me, but I don't know. It's also very scary. Ooh, oh look at that, it's Fox. Overall, great set of dimensions, and it's very pretty. So okay, let's briefly go over the quest real quick. So here it is. Welcome to All The Mods 8. You click on here to accept your task, and the rewards are right here. So you click on them to get your rewards. So there's a whole lot of stuff, right? There's just so much, so many mods in here, and there's at least a category representing that mod within here. So yeah, like for example, I went to the Twilight Forest, and then you get all this stuff right here. I guess it's time, my gamers, to go to the Nether. Alright, so we're in the Nether. We have all the biomes that go to biomes in here as well. We also have quark, like spikes and all that stuff. And this right here spawns in blazes because you can tell by this thing, the blaze lantern. So yeah, we have some lovely little zombie piglins, and this one has some fancy armor. That's cool. And yeah, the Nether is basically the same for the most part. There are some differences here and there, of course, with biomes and all that. But for the most part, it's basically the same. There's some evil craft stuff in here as well. This is an infested nether brick, and you can find these little evil dudes around. Okay. So yeah, it looks like there's infested netherrack to deal with. So that's interesting. And a resonating crystal. Interesting. I would go over the equipment, but there's a different arrangement of equipment. There's a whole lot of stuff, but there are some things here and there like boomerangs, trowels, different set of tools from the various different like ores and stuff, slingshots, diamond wands. There's like swords or something from a different mod. There's a bunch of decoration stuff. Aquaculture. Aquaculture provides you with like the Neptunian set. Occultism provides with some like, I guess, witchcraft. I don't know. It's like some sort of like cult craft, magic or something like that. Ars Nova also provides you some good magic as well. There's some mining gadgets, the mining laser and all that stuff. Look at this. This is cool. Mahata Sakai has a bunch of different stuff here and there regarding magic as well. There's also some spells that are very dangerous, and they're very cool as well. Blue Skies also has their own thing. There's some spears. Yeah. Twilight Forest also has their own little set of stuff as well. There's some angel rings. And yeah, it's basically the extent of the equipment. Also, Deeper and Darker adds in a new warden set as well to the game. So there's that. Alright, now we're in the end. There's some ores. There are a bunch of different kinds of ores. The dimensional shard ore. And prosperity ore? Yeah, prosperity ore. The dragon, for the most part, is the exact same. There are some dungeons specific to this biome. There's one right here. So yeah, as you can see, they have like the little like riders. I don't know. I think this dungeon can spawn in the overworld by the looks of the dungeon, because I think I've seen it before in the overworld. So yeah, but there are dungeons specific to the end and in the outer end. I thought biomes would plant, and in the outer end we found another dungeon here. So there's that, but nothing really else. There are some biomes as well from the the biomes would go, of course. I'm surprised that it took me a little bit to find them, but yeah, here we go. So overall, there's still a lot of good stuff to find within the end, and that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, Want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. And remember to be the top, be the top. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and goodbye.